was like, no sis, block me, block. Like, you, and I reported her, I blocked her, I was like, you are fucking insane. Hi everyone, it's Jo, your mystical guide and spiritual advisor, and thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you today. Today we're going to be talking about psychic attacks. That's what we're going to be talking about. Oh my god, I can't speak today, so if I tend to stumble over my words, just know that it's because I can't speak today. But yeah, I did a poll on my Instagram and I did a little survey on my Twitter, and it was between this and another video that I was going to make, which I'll make probably next week, and psychic attacks wins, or they won. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be talking to you about that. And before we get into this video, if you want to subscribe and you want to see more videos like revolving around like spirituality, your dreams, just like, you know, contact with me in it, you know, sometimes I do vlog, then I highly, and mental illness as well, like mental issues. But yeah, if you want to be a part of that content, or this, you know, witness more of that content from me, I highly encourage you to subscribe to my channel and like this video. And well, you can like it after you watch it, but a reminder to like this video because you're gonna like it anyway. And yeah, just I guess let's just get into this video now. So, what exactly is a psychic attack? So basically, a psychic attack is when someone sends negative energy your way with or without like intention. Sometimes people do it because they don't really have that much control over their emotions. Sometimes people are like actually intentionally trying to sabotage you and your life. And so that's what a psychic attack is. They actually like use that energy, their negative energy on the inside of them, or towards you to like harm you in either emotional, mental, like, or maybe even sometimes physical ways. It does get like really, it can get pretty severe. I'm not even gonna lie. Some psychic attacks like kind of like evolve over time. It's basically just like a snowball effect and can be really severe if not handled properly or if not like looked out for. So that's what a psychic attack is. My personal experience with a psychic attack, I have been attacked multiple times, but more recently, just like really recently, lately. I don't know if it was by someone or like if it was like someone who intentionally did it to me, or if it was just, you know, some random person like having issues with their emotions. I don't know. But I was recently I was recently a victim of a psychic attack, and I will tell you more about it. So basically what happened, there's this really big YouTuber witch spiritualist that I absolutely adore and learn from and just completely love, and like I trust her with my whole entire life. Not my whole entire life, but you know, with giving me wisdom, I just say that. But yeah, there's this big YouTuber, I'll just say just YouTuber spiritualist, and I was in one of her classes. Well, I still am, but you know, during this point, I was in one of her classes actively, and I was connecting with a whole bunch of people in her class, which, you know, it's fine. Like, you're supposed to make friends with, you know, the people that influence you or the people that make you feel good and teach you whatever. You know, that's a normal thing to do. And basically, so this person runs basically an apothecary, like has all these candles, herbs, oils, potions, whatever, etc. And they I'm not gonna say the name because I don't want to this person who psychic like did this attack on me could still be following me, and I don't want to out them, so I'm not going to out the person. Like, I'm not going to out, like, this, like, spiritualist and, like, YouTuber either, because if I out them, then they'll definitely know that I'm talking about them, and I'm not going to do that. So So, yeah, I'm connecting with people and I connect with this person thinking like it's gonna be like the similar vibe, just chill, we support each other online, but whatever. We're just really chill, like friends almost. And it was not the case, really. I thought it was because she was very much chill. But it was crazy because then like it all kind of like switched like instantly, and I mean like instantly. We were having some chats, and like it was about this like this spiritualist, and I was talking to her about like how much I loved like one of her oils and everything. I was like, I use it every day. It's like my safe haven, not my safe haven, whatever, my I use it every day and it's a really good product. And she was like, yeah, same here. I really liked her products, but her services are unfortunately not very good for me. I'm like, okay. Do you mind me like asking why? Because like I'm already in like we're already in this class, so I was like, this class is like the best thing ever. Like it's so chill, people are actually learning. The curriculum's easy to follow, and everything like that. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm assuming her services are literally just like this, right? Because like that class is service, right? And so she's like, well, no, I try to get a reading from her, and it didn't work out. Like she keeps pushing it back, and I'm like, yeah, people tend to do that, especially when they have a lot going on. Like if you are in like the spiritual community, that sometimes divinators or readers will like literally push things back because they actually don't have like the energy to do so, and that, but like they also have lives. Most spiritualists have second jobs, and like it's not uncommon for things to be pushed back, and it's not uncommon for things to be pushed back like even as far as a year. When she came to me and she was like, yeah, so she pushed back my stuff, and I really wanted to get this reading from her. I'm like, okay, well, why don't you just email her, ask what's going on. She's very like, she's approachable in a sense where she's easy to connect with if you have an issue, but she won't let you in her life, like her private life. She's very particular about like who she lets in her private life, so she's not like one of those people who like all access, but it's more so like she will like set it straight for you if you have an issue, but other than that, like don't try to contact her directly outside of like designated times and areas, which I admire, because shit gets crazy, and especially like shit like that, because she did basically what's going on is this lady like attacked her, she attacked me through her, and it's very weird. And I'll just like explain the rest of the story and you'll know exactly what's going on. So yeah, she's like, yeah, she keeps pushing it back. I'm like, just email her, or like email her assistant. And she was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. And then she did it, and then she reported back to me, and she was like, yeah, this bitch, like she was really calling her like so many terrible things. She's like, she's stolen money from me. I've tried so many times to get my refund back from her, and she's never, contacted me or whatever, which I didn't believe, because there was one time where I had to get a refund from her because I wasn't happy with like, well, it wasn't that I wasn't happy with the quality of it, because it was just like kind of damaged, which wasn't her fault, but she was like, yeah, just get a refund, and I was like, yeah, cool. So, and she sent another one, so she's very, very much like easy to work with in regards to her business and like professionally. So she's like, yeah, I didn't get a refund, whatever, I want my fucking money back. And I was like, okay, well, why are you telling me this? Like, I don't think that she would be like that type of person to just steal from people. And I was just like, really, like, okay, stop, and I should have blocked her then when she was like calling her out of her name, because that was not, I don't like when people talk about other people like with that much like venom in their voice. And it was like over text too, so she was like, bad vibes. And so yeah, so she's like, yeah, I hate this bitch. I hope she said, I hope she dies. and then like we get into the next part. She's like, yeah, she like, I don't know, a couple of days later, she's like, I filed a lawsuit about her. You should tell everyone in that community to not trust her. And I was like, are you kidding me? You're trying to basically ruin someone's life over a reading that you didn't get done on the time that you wanted it to. Like, it's probably for a reason, and you're just like, no, it didn't get done on time, so I'm gonna sue her for everything she has. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then that's not even the whole like issue. She's like, yeah, and she doesn't even say like she's not who she says she is. She says she's blank blank. I'm not gonna say like the signs, but she's basically outing her big three. I'm not gonna say the signs because then every single person will know who it is. So I'm not gonna do that. But she's like, yeah, and she lied about her big three. Looked it up. No, she didn't, but whatever. And she's like, yeah, she lied about her big three, and she's lied about who she is, and where she lives, and etc. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, calm down, lady. And then she goes, yeah, I'm suing her for everything that she has. You don't mess with me. You don't mess with my fucking money. And I hope, I can't even say the words that she said to me about her, but she wished basically grape upon her, and I was like, that's way too fucking far. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, first you wish death on someone and then you wish grape upon them? Whatever. And so I was like, no, sis, block me, block. Like, you, and I reported her, I blocked her. I was like, you are fucking insane. And then like during this time, like a couple of like days afterwards, I think it was like maybe 1 or 2 days after I blocked her, I started getting like such crazy like vibes. Like it felt like kind of like a depressive episode, but kind of like it was very weird. It's like a tunnel vision type depressive episode where like I'm kind of, seeing, basically I'm questioning everything, and there's paranoia involved, nightmares, whatever. I was going through it and I was like, this bitch attacked me, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Whatever. And so I just like, I don't know, I was going through it for a while. I was like, until I realized what was happening, and then I fixed it on my own. And so yeah, that is the time that I was psychically attacked. And yeah, don't worry, everyone's fine now. I don't know about her, the girl that I blocked, but I know that the spiritualist is actually okay, and she wasn't even affected by it, so good for her on her end. She has powerful people behind her. But yeah, that was the time that I had I was psychically attacked. And yeah. So what are these signs of a psychic attack? First, personally for me, it felt like, a depressive episode, but like weirdly not. Like, you could definitely tell the difference between a depressive episode and a psychic attack. What else? There was definitely fatigue. I felt like I couldn't do anything. I felt like I had to like sleep multiple times, and if you know me personally, you know that I don't sleep as much as I should. I'm getting better at it, but for me, like, sleep is just a thing that I have to do. It's not a thing that I do every chance that I get. There we go. Yeah, so I felt overly fatigued. Like, I had to sleep like pretty much all day every day. It wasn't cool, it wasn't nice. But those are like the things. Oh yeah, nightmares, paranoia, those are other signs. Those are the signs that I got. The signs that I didn't get were anxiety, frequently zoning out, and then I think those are the only two that I didn't get. But there's also another one, and that was like questioning your purpose, your values, and like things that really make sense to you, and like not make sense to you, but really like hold like your soul, like hold on to who you are, and basically derive out your human I don't know, your human experience. That's what I'm trying to say. So those are the signs that you're having a psychic attack. So if you feel those right now, you might want to look back on if someone has been sending you negative energy. Now, what can you do to prevent these things from happening? I'll tell you what I do, and I'll list a couple. I think I'll list like 1 or 2 products, maybe, that I use. But the first thing that I do is veiling. I veil when I like have my natural hair. This is not my natural hair, obviously. These are braid extensions. So when I have my natural hair out, I veil. And it's just like I take like a hair scarf, wrap it around my head, make it all cute, and live my life the way I live my life. And here's a picture of me veiling right there. If you need like an example, it's nothing too extravagant. People do it every day. In fact, people do it and they don't even know that they're doing it. Especially when it comes to weddings. The whole purpose of veiling for a wedding is to not attack, so people don't like attack the bride on her happiest day. Like the day, like her happiest moment, basically, of her life. Yeah, and multiple religions do it, and it's just like a thing that's been around for years and years, and it mostly affects women. Not affects women, but mostly women veil. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's just because women are more like spiritually inclined. We are, and this is not a sexist remark, like if you are a male or a man watching this, I'm not trying to be like, oh, you're not spiritual. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that women are just more highly intuitive, and we are more able to like feel towards other people and like, I don't know, control our energy more. And that's just the way it is, like there are so many stories and so many like fables or whatever about like women being intuitive and being psychic and everything like that. So I'm not trying to say that you can like think that you're not spiritually inclined. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying that women are like innately more like spiritually inclined. And that's all I'm going to say on that. Yeah, that's veiling. And then another thing that I like to do is I like to put like protective oil, or could be olive oil, on like the base of my head, like right where like it starts to like decline, right basically behind your nose. I feel like that's behind my nose. That's actually a portal, and people, if they have access to it, can do some serious damage to you. So what I like to do is I like to draw like a little ankh with like some protective oil. Could be, again, olive oil if you don't have any. And the one that I use is by my girl, my homie, my sis, Mecca. She has some great juju, and I promise you, like every single product that she gives out works. Like I have 2. It's like her Florida water and her protective oil. Best shit ever. Her Florida water smells like heaven. I'm just like, it's like her products are so amazing, and I love her, and you should go check her out. I'll link her shop and her YouTube channel in the description, and you should check her out because her shit's great. But anyway, yeah, so I do a little ankh on in the base of my head. Oh my god, I'm sorry. It's either that, or I do my protection sigil, or I'll just like do a dot if I'm like really in a rush and I'm like, I gotta go. I'll put a dot in the base of my head. I cannot speak. I'm sorry. That's like one of the easiest ways you can do it. If you don't want to veil, you can just, put a little oil on the back. Another thing I do is I carry crystals with me, like everywhere. Like this is a hematite ring, protection, like also from radiation, etc. Because like everywhere we go is like everyone has like electronics, and they whatever. You know what I'm talking about. What is it? EFM radiation? I think that's what it's called. Whatever. I protect myself from that, but so yeah, I have hematite that I carry around, and I also have this. It's a amethyst palm stone that I will not go anywhere without. I won't go anywhere without it. And that's just because, one, I get anxious when I'm in big crowds, and so I like to hold it in my hand and like, soothe me. And while you're in public, you know, you don't know a lot of people, and yeah, it's cool to like to just be trusting innately, but have some protection, you know. And amethyst is good for like everything like psychic, so psychic attacks is definitely on the list, and that's why I use amethyst. And hematite, it's just good for like shielding and protecting. Obsidian's great, and so is black tourmaline, basically any dark stone, because smoky quartz is on the list too. Anything that has like, it's like black in color or like really dark in color will basically get the job done, because it's all about like protection. If you're really concerned about like psychic attacks and you really want to protect your energy, say you're going out with someone like sketchy or something like that, or like a friend that's like kind of like on the line a little bit, bordering your boundaries, then a good crystal that you should use like 100% is fluorite. And the reason why I recommend fluorite is because it actually like cloaks your energy from like any sort of negative energy, or like let's say witchcraft against you, or like, you know, just any sort of like ill intention against you. It cloaks you, and like basically it can, like, the energy cannot get to you at all. So those are the crystals that I recommend. And if you can't get to a metaphysical shop, and or you can't order anything online, granite has quartz and tourmaline in it, and a whole bunch of other beautiful crystals to help protect you. You can find granite everywhere. You can find granite like literally in the woods. You can find granite on your front porch. Granite. So the last thing I'm going to tell you to do to prevent these psychic attacks is to cleanse yourself and your space frequently, like regularly. Get on a schedule and just start cleansing yourself frequently, on a regular basis is what I'm trying to say. Cleaning basically just puts things back in its place, basically sets everything back to neutral, and that goes for the same, like, that's the same thing, the same thing goes for, cleansing yourself. So you can do it with sage. I use Palo Santo, but that's just because I have like a big ass bundle that I bought like years ago, and I still have yet to run out of it, so I use Palo Santo. Another good one is rosemary. I love using rosemary bundles, and just cleansing your space, whether that be like actually cleaning yourself or cleaning your space, or like just smoke cleansing, or like, you know, doing a salt bath, whatever, placing like a bowl of salt in your room so it like soaks up all the negative energy. Anything that you feel would cleanse yourself and or your space is a good thing to try to incorporate into your regular cleaning regimen, I guess. It doesn't have to be every day, because that's a bit excessive. It's super excessive, and actually like cleansing yourself every day is not, like, smoke cleansing yourself every day is not very good for you, like, at all. Yeah, so that's what you do if you want to prevent psychic attacks. If you feel like you have been attacked, the things that you should do are, 1, contact someone that's like in this area, you know, works in this area, that be a spiritualist or a witch, you know, hire someone that does like these services or will do these services for you, because those are two separate things. Some people don't offer this, but we'll do it for you. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. One thing that you can do instead is cord cutting. There's so many tutorials on like YouTube and like in books in general on how to cord cut. I don't really feel like it's necessary to tell you how to do it. So just look it up and you'll find plenty of ways to cord cut. There are multiple ways. Pick whichever one that resonates with you. Another thing is to pray or say affirmations. And this is just to like get your counsel involved and like tell them, hey, I need backup right now. I have been attacked and I need you guys to protect me and rid me of this illness or this venom. And they will help you. And if you don't want to pray to anyone, or if you just don't really believe in stuff like that, then Just say affirmations to yourself, or if you are like a person who like believes in like the divine and whatever, you can say affirmations to yourself, and that'll boost, you know, the prayer and affirmation duo is really potent, and you should not try to challenge that in any way. Another thing would be like to tap it out, like you know, EFT tapping. You can do like, you know, your wrists, you know, karate chops, blah blah blah. You know what tapping is. So just find like a video tutorial on like, I don't know, somewhere around like negative mindset or just like negativity in general, and just start tapping it out. One thing that I will say that you need to do if you are ever attacked is rid yourself of things that make you feel bad. So this can be like toxic relationship, friendship, work, junk food, dehydration, etc., etc. For me, I personally like to cut out garlic. People might get on to me for this because I'm like I'm basically detesting garlic here, but let me make this clear. I love garlic. Okay, I love it. It's a beautiful addition, you know, beautiful flavorizing component. But what I don't love is the aftertaste of garlic. That makes me want to gag ferociously. So I don't like eating it. I don't like ingesting it when I am going through like, when I'm being like psychically attacked. I don't like doing it because it makes me feel worse. And I know people are like, oh, you need to ingest garlic anyway because it's like protection. There are so many other things that can protect me. I don't need garlic, you know? Yeah, it's great, but like, I don't need it. I have so many other things that I can use, you know? But yeah, garlic is great, just not the aftertaste. So that's just me and my story. And the last thing would be to carry fluorite. Definitely carry fluorite because they could be still attacking you if it's intentional. And any other protective crystal. So this would be like a dark crystal like tourmaline, jet, hematite, or obsidian, like something like that, something that's black in color to really like absorb all that negative energy. And that is it on psychic attacks. Stay safe, everyone. I hope this information makes sense to you, and I hope that I talked well enough for you to understand what I'm saying. I would like to also say that my financial revision program is open to the public, so if you want to join, you can join now. And I will gladly accept you if you want to check that out. The link will be in the description. And yeah, all my social media links will be down in the description, my website, some quizzes, and so much fun things will be down in the description if you want to check them out. And make sure to subscribe and leave a like if you like this video. And thank you so much for letting me guide you, and thank you so much for being here. Bye.